Today we're going to be talking about SignalTrace, which is the newest implementation of license plate readers, if you want to call it that, but that's kind of how they're pitching this whole thing. SignalTrace is, I would argue, worse than flock cameras. Flock cameras log your face and they log your license plate. They save it to a database that can be used later for law enforcement. And I understand that this might possibly keep some people safe, but the cons outweigh the pros here. And SignalTrace itself is an insane invasion of privacy. And it doesn't even have to record your face. If you're new to this channel, hey, how's it going? I'm your pal Cal. And today we're going to be covering SignalTrace, what it is, what it can do, why it's being implemented, and how you can protect yourself from it. SignalTrace is a signal intelligence system that's used in tandem with ALPRs. And basically what this is think of a giant war driver, a pole that sits in place and logs every signal that drives by it. Your AirPods, your smartwatch, your iPhone, your iPad, your car's hotspot, even the devices that you're using on your day-to-day. And it's not just limited to Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. It can also supposedly log RFID signatures as well. This is where it's kind of concerning because we've somehow moved past just mass surveillance on a camera level, but the system is put in place to log everything. Now here's what's weird. SignalTrace is so sophisticated that it will categorize devices that it's seen traveling together and file it as one unit. So if you constantly travel with a smartwatch, AirPods, Airphone, and let's say a IoT device of some sorts, whether it be a computer or something of the sort, it will log that into its own group. That's another level of monitoring, because after everything is come together, it will basically categorize that as you and label it with a location paired with your face and location and this giant hub that's constantly monitoring. This is mass surveillance on an insane scale. So all of that data correlation provides a unique fingerprint, but it gets way more enhanced as far as tracking goes. Let's say that you got out of your car and you got into an Uber. The camera would then know that you have traveled from a different car. It wouldn't need to just log your license plate. God forbid somebody were to log or change their license plate afterwards, then the camera would still know, and the systems put in place would note that the person is no longer traveling in the same vehicle that they were traveling in, or is in an Uber, and where they might go based on other third-party data. Now, there's been a couple of content creators who have paired both SignalTrace and Flock Safety into the same bunch, but they're fundamentally two different things, and that doesn't even matter because they both have the same core objective, which is to provide investigators and law enforcement with data that they don't need a warrant to get a hold of. That's where it's an invasion of privacy. Where it was before, there would be a need for a warrant or something of the sort to be able to track somebody, whether they are guilty or potentially guilty of a crime or just flat out innocent. Everybody in this case is presumed guilty before innocent. And this is the type of 1984 Orwellian world that we don't want to live in. And some people have argued that they are for flock cameras, and I still look at those people like aliens, because fundamentally people act different when they are being surveilled, and there's something about being surveilled 24/7 in every aspect as opposed to just a camera that is kind of terrifying, because most citizens, well, I would argue all citizens, have a right to privacy in the certain set and setting. These systems also don't want you to be aware that they're being put in place, and they rely on the public's ignorance of the fact that there's so much tax money being put for this mass surveillance, for, in many cases, law enforcement to abuse and misuse on a couple of different occasions, whether it was for stalking or actually jailing somebody who was truly innocent based on some slop AI data that the camera provided. There are numerous ways to protect against flock cameras. Detect them while also preparing your everyday route so that you don't pass one. But with ALPRs that can log your data as advanced as RFID signatures, this is where it gets kind of weird. I would advise a Faraday bag. I've gone over many custom firmware on this channel that can do functions like more than just flock detection. Beacon spam, in this case, seems like it would actually maybe protect somebody. But, I'm just riffing. Don't take what I say seriously. But there's a lot of custom firmware that can spam Bluetooth MAC addresses and spam Wi-Fi SSIDs, multiple Wi-Fi SSIDs, consistently, every second. Different Wi-Fi SSIDs, randomized on a level that's absolutely insane. And we cover devices like this all the time. If you're interested, check out our playlist, because there's a lot of these devices, and there's a lot of firmware that exists for microcontrollers as cheap as $3 that you can flash and use with a web UI like the Biscuit Manager app, or get a CYD, run it with Hailhound, or grab a cardputer, run Porkchop. There are options, is what I'm saying, and they can actually possibly make a difference when it comes to confusing the fingerprint. There are measures that need to be put in place. It's really not that simple, but it could be. Just saying. I love your faces. If you watched this entire video, I appreciate you. And I would encourage you to look at ways where you can get involved with your community to keep these cameras from being put in place. I've linked a lot of resources down below in the description, as well as a lot of GitHub repos. And I would encourage you to give these developers a star, because they have really outdone themselves with the features that they put on this custom firmware. I love your faces. I want to give a special thank you to my Patreon supporters. We will be posting a Patreon exclusive very, very soon. And it's stuff that I can't post here on YouTube in regards to SignalTrace in particular. But we'll keep you guys updated.